No. People online are saying we got no sound.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us here for the second day of the Battle of the Beach, featuring Florida State University taking on the University of Florida. Subsequently, we will have the University of Alabama Huntsville taking on Embry-Riddle at 8:30, but for now, we'll go to puck drop between these two teams. I'm Andrew Caputo. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon at Daytona Ice Arena as UF wins the first draw and dumps the puck in behind starting goalie. Excuse me, I have to get the name of the Florida State goaltender. And we'll have our first whistle. Not sure if that looked to be a hand pass or not. And the goalie for Florida State is, Ryan Gadbois. My apologies there. And as Florida State wheels around, it's Bila with it, going back behind his own net, looking for his defenseman. Coletta will join down low, ship it up to Bila. Bila loses it at the line, but regains possession and storms into neutral zone, taking a heavy body from the Florida State player. But Bila gets it back, dancing through everybody, including his own teammate, but is tripped up by Coletta. And on that play, looks like it was called that a Florida State player tripped him. And we'll go to our first power play of the game for Florida State. And this is a 19:24 remaining in the first period. We'll see what Florida State can do on this power play. Looks to be Kennefic looking to win the draw back from number 3 Logan Hinton for the University of Florida. After a bit of confusion, Florida State regains the puck. Shot from the point by Travels, blocked by number 42. That is Cotoliano. Great block by him. Some pressure from the outside. And Cotoliano reclaims it and shoots it down. Back by Ryan Gadboa. Puck is up to Bila. And Bila reverses down low. Excuse me. We're working to try to get the audio reclaimed here. Pass connection made to Nick Rupp. He's received some pressure from number 12. That's Harrison Haber. The puck ends up on the stick of Logan Hinton as he attempts to send it out. It hits the netting, and we'll have a face-off inside the University of Florida zone with 1:21 remaining on their penalty kill. Both these teams played last night. Florida State suffering a 6-1 loss at the hands of Embry-Riddle, and UF coming out 6-3 victorious over the University of Alabama Huntsville. So we'll see who's able to come out in this Battle of the Florida contest here this afternoon. UF with the puck behind the net. That's Andrew Kozinski. Wheels it around, but it goes right to the point to Travel. Pass intended for Rupp is broken up by UF. And number 12 for the University of Florida, Haber, will push up for it. Killing some time as he's stapled into the boards, sails it across the ice. And the first shot on goal, if you can call that, was stopped by Ryan Gadboa. Easy save with the glove, and he holds on at 18:16 remaining in the first period. Coletto looked to win it back from number 32, which is Parker Mara. It looks like it's done here. Pass intended for Paul ends up on his stick as he's pressured hard by Connor Nicholson, and an offside appears to come out of that, and we'll have a face-off again at center ice here. A lot of choppy play so far, not really a lot being able to be established so far by either team. We'll see if these teams can establish themselves into a rhythm subsequently. As Coletta looks to win this draw back on the Florida State power play, and does so successfully as Robbins goes to reclaim it. Plays pitch and catch with Martin. Pass just misses Paul's stick. Paul fighting for it. Loses possession, and the Gators come up 2-on-2, short-handed. Bit of a nice move there, broken up by Rupp, and Rupp storms up with it. Tries to drop a pass back, that's kicked back by Connor Nicholson. And Coletta dumps it in behind the net of Kyler Murvey. Oh, excuse me, that's Zach Scorer. My apologies. Nice move broken up by number 16 of Florida State. And with puck is reversed back behind the net of Ryan Gads, as the team calls him. I call him for short there as I try not to butcher his name too much. And Coletta comes up the ice, has a lot of space, and just decides to dump the puck in behind the Gator net and go for a change. Back to even strength here with 17 minutes remaining in the first period. Only one established shot so far, and that by the home team on Gads. Pass up the boards, swung on net, but it was deflected away. The Gators with the puck behind the net. This appears to be number 23, Brian Owen with it. Attempted shot on goal, doesn't make it. Number 96 pinches down, that's Andrew Kozinski. Puck behind the net, centering attempt is blocked by Florida State. Pass it back up to the point, shot on net, stopped by Gads. Luke Haber had it, tried to bring it up, but it's taken by Florida State. And stopped at the line. A lot of confusion in front, ends up with UF chipping it back in for Florida State. And the Seminoles chip it down. The Gators reclaim it. Decide to make a play up, and looks like they might have iced it on this play, but the refs wave it off at the last minute, and FSU will have to try to do something with it. Gators reclaim possession. Sauce puck is broken up by Travel, and that pass intended for a Seminole in front is broken up, and Brian Miller will take it, and he'll sail it on goal, in and out of the glove of Gads. Robbins with it, stolen by number 3, Logan Hinton. Pass goes back up to the point. Shot on goal is deflected, goes just wide of Gads. Harrison Haber reverses. Shot stopped by Gads. Seminoles regain possession, attempting to get out here. Looks to be Beal. Beal with a nice move, gets around his man. A 3-on-2 developing. Great diving play by Harrison Haber, but Seminoles still have it. Beal with it, reverses. Bodied in front. Centering try, saved by Kyler Murvey. Excuse me. What a great save there. A huge opportunity. First real chance of the game, I'd have to say, and Murvey comes up big with it. With 15-11 remaining in the period, shots are 2-0 in favor of Florida State. Actually, the shot count up here might not actually be correct. Seems that the Gators have got at least 2 shots, and Florida State really getting their first big chance of the game. Shots should probably be 2-1. Robbins lays into that one, but it's kind of fanned. Seminoles with the puck. Travel tries to bring it down low the half wall. Attempt kept in by Robbins, just barely, but UF comes up with it. And in a 3-on-3 situation, skated up. Nice move, broken up by number 2, that was Travel. And now Paul comes up on a 2-on-1. He's got a player streaking, looks to make the pass, and it seems if it was a set play. First shot banked off the right pad of Kyler Murvey and right to the stick of number 11. That was Patrick Kennefick. And the Seminoles are on the board early, 1-0. On a bang-bang play, exactly the kind of setup you want to see on a 2-on-1 opportunity. And the Seminoles celebrate scoring and taking an early lead here, kind of catching the Gators defense sleeping here. We'll see what they can do off this draw. The Gators will have some sort of response. After a bit of pressure, UF forces the puck out. Connor Nicholson, a centering try in front. And a lot of confusion, but Kennefick ends up with it after a close call in front of Gads. Bit of pressuring. And the puck is skittered down. It claims it was tipped, so no icing on the play. UF's number 96, Kozinski has it. Waits. Decides to play pitch and catch with his own D-man. They decide to reverse it back to Kozinski. He brings it up. Nice play to number 32. And that goes right on goal, and Gads covers it up. That was Parker Mara. And I apologize for any UF FSU fans listening. I'm doing my best to try to use both rosters to call the players by name. Don't want to get too repetitive of the UF FSU player calling here, but it is a bit difficult to look up these names and call at the same time. So please bear with me, and I do apologize. 14 flat left in the game, or the period, excuse me. Puck's chipped up, and the lone Seminole chips it in down low, surrounded by 3 Gators. He's stapled on the boards, but manages to get the puck to a free corner where a fellow Seminole can help him. But it's taken over by Kaczynski. Chips it up and gets Miller. Miller stalls it but manages to get outside the zone. Chipped right back into Kaczynski. Kaczynski passes it to his D partner in Broski. Puck chipped down. Kaczynski has it. Stops behind his own net. Good forecheck pressure by number 7. That's Jackson Hester. Pass broken up by Robbins. And a centering try looking for Marwan is broken up. Gators reclaim possession. Pass around the net by the Zamdors. Looks for the stick of Harrison Haber. Puck lost, and the Seminoles regain it. Down by the Zamdors again. Up the half wall. Nifty move broken up. Defense steps into a shot, blocked in front again. And the Gators survive and come out on a 3-on-2 opportunity here. Nice pass given. A 2-on-1 give and go. And the pass just broken up. Centering try. And after a bit of confusion here, it's saved by Ryan Gadboa. And we'll have a whistle with 12:39 remaining in the period. FSU up 1-0. Puck comes to number 5, Kuzio. It's given up to Bila. Bila storms up. Pressured hard by number 23. That was Brian Owen. And the Gators come back in on a 3-on-2. And a nice shot just slithers just wide, looking for maybe a tip there, but the player couldn't get there quite in time. Nice move by Bila. Has Coletta breaking in and out of his skates, but he made possession, so no icing on the play. Wheels behind the Gator net. Assessing his options. Centering try. Goes through everybody's stick. Travel looks to come in, but decides to back up as UF gains possession and just chips it carelessly into the end. And Robbins will take it now. Looking for any one of the 3 Seminoles in the neutral zone, but finds none of them. Puck goes high into Travel's corner. Travel sauced it to his D partner in Robbins. Plays it up to, but it's stolen here. The Gators come in on a 3-on-2. Great defensive play by Coletta to really tie up the forward there, number 36. And a centering try there is broken up. Nice move made here by number 21. That was Terlimis. Pass evades the stick of number 7. Looks like Jackson Hester. He's stapled to the boards by number 8 for UF. And after a bit of play down low, again, loving to play this battling by the Zamdors. Bit of sparring in front. Shot by Travel. Goes just wide. It looks to be Ryan Williams who will come up. Punishes Paul. Paul still stays with it. And a bit of a 2-on-2 battle. Paul emerges with it. Kennefic decides to chip it over everybody. Williams trying to evade Kennefic there. And again, another board battle. Number 42, Colt Liano, tries to reverse it back. Evades the stick of Williams. And a chip to try up is stopped by Robbins. But the Gators regain possession behind their own net. Decides not to go behind his own net, and decides to storm it using his speed. He's number 32 here. In all alone. Has all the time. And looking for a top shelf there. Hits the wrong netting. The upper netting. And we'll have a whistle. It looked like it most likely be outside the zone. Didn't look like it was deflected in any way. And that was number 32, Parker Mara for the University of Florida. Using his speed to kind of move through on his own and get a great opportunity here. And with 10:33, the faceoff will actually stay inside the Florida State zone. Puck kept in by the Gators. But number 16 for Florida State banks it off. That's Ian Martin. Bit of a battle here. Chipped up, hits the short glass, goes to the University of Florida forward, and 2 great chances stopped by Gads. UF keeps the puck in, but it's the refs decide to say it wasn't, so all 5 have to clear the blue line, and they come back in on the forecheck. Florida State looks to get out. Robbins loses that puck. Goes in. Partial break. 3-on-2. A great chance by the Florida forward there. And after a bit of confusion and 2 great saves from Gads, the puck is taken away from it. A huge hit from number 12, Harrison Haber, laying a haymaker there. As this game is starting to get physical with 9:44 remaining in the period. Florida State player finishes his hit there, and another one. Refs are just letting them go right here. Puck goes back for Martin as Haber is in hot pursuit, looking to make another hit, and he does. Puck intercepted by number 90. Walks in, shoots. Great save by Gabbs. And Kozinski has it. Gives it to his D partner in Dima. Dima looks to give it back to Kozinski. Kozinski moves up. Looks like it's a 4-on-4 situation here. Kozinski goes in just by the goal line. Loses the puck. Re-gets it. Centering try. Looks like it was stopped by Gads or blocked in front by the defenseman. Great opportunity so far for University of Florida, but can't get on the board yet. Coletta in hard on it. Tries to steal the puck away from the 32 for the University of Florida. That being Parker Mara. Behind the net, Parker Mara comes out with the puck. Mara waits. Sends it to a forward in Nicholson. Puck's chipped in. Bit of a confusion, but Florida State has it. Nice play by Beal to come out. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Pass back to Coletta. Coletta stick check. Still has the puck. Tries a back try. Backhanded attempt, I should say. Florida State's D play. D to D with it. Puck chipped up. The chipped attempt fails. Kaczynski with it. Passes up to number 32. Evades a hit there. And Florida State with again. Intercepted by University of Florida. The Gators look to move in. And the puck broken up after a lot of chaos in front. Looks to be Mara with the puck. Mara has it. Backhanded attempt is broken up. Looking for the streaking Coletta. He doesn't find him. And it looks like it should be an icing, and it is. As Coltolino touches up there. With 8:01 remaining in the period. Shots on the board say 6-1 in favor of University of Florida. And the score favors FSU. So they're saying on the one shot, which I don't believe that is correct. It looks like Murave has made at least 1 or 2 saves so far. The Gators ring it down low. Behind the net, the Seminoles pick it up. Trey Lemus has it. He stick check there. Centering try failed. Goes to the point. D to D. Walks in. Great chance. Shot snagged out of the air by Ryan Gads. And his teammates give him a bit of appreciation there, as that was a nice snag with some traffic in front. With 7:43 remaining in the first period. Off the face-off here, Travel rings it around looking for Paul, and he gets him. And a bit of a breakup here as the Gators get it back in. It's chipped in by number 18, Luke Haber. He applies some pressure, but the Seminoles come out with the puck, and it squirms all the way out to number 34. That being Dima. And the puck's attempted to get back in, but the Seminoles reclaim it. But it ends up scoring back in their own zone. It looks like that's Robbins. Decides to wait. Puck goes up, looking for Trey Lemus, or Kennefic, I should say. Kennefic gives the puck up. Walk-in play by University of Florida, Centering try is blocked. Both are blocked, but University of Florida has it. The Gators reverse around. That's Haber with it. Haber taking on 2 guys, and he ends up losing the puck. Paul tries to get it out, but it's wheeled back in by number 8. That was Ryan Williams. And a battle again. Paul has it. Challenging Williams again. Decides to make a pass. And evades Trelemis. And it's iced as Dima touches it up. And we'll have another face-off back in the FSU zone with 6:36 remaining in the first period. Again, it's been hard to really establish some kind of rhythm in this game so far. Seems like both teams are very choppy. It's a lot of swatting at the puck in the neutral zone and in the Florida State end especially. Seems like the Gators have been able to break into the zone a few times, but haven't been able to do a whole lot with it, as the puck usually gets broken up by all the D in front. And as soon as I say that, that puck goes right up in the air. It almost bounces in, evading Gads. That centering try off of number 3, Logan Hinton. Doesn't quite make it. Hinton bodies his man. Gators with it again. Pulls up, and the shot blocked. The rebound attempt hits the outside of the net. A great try from Florida State on this shift, for the University of Florida on this shift. The Gators really working hard. Paul gives it to Travel. Travel chips it up looking for Kennefic. And he'll battle Kozinski. 1-on-1. Kozinski slams his man a bit into the wall, but Kennefic won't give up. Kozinski ends up with the puck. Kozinski waits. Just decides to put this one right on net and just misses the glove. Not too far. And a save made by Gads twice. And almost caught FSU sleeping there on some very lazy plays. And a great tip there from number 90 in front, and another centering try by the Gators goes wide. A good sequence there. Miller almost getting a great stick on it on a tip there. And the Gators fighting through. I mean, look, number 32 fighting through everybody on the Florida State team here. Another centering try in front just misses the stick of number 90, Brian Miller. Gators with it down low. Looks for number 32 and he gets him. Looks again for a centering try. Blocked in front and will have a whistle. Not sure what's going on if there's a penalty, and Travel throws a bit of a punch at number 42. That's John Coltolino. Some great tries here from the University of Florida, really looking to equalize. Parker Mara all over number 32. Excuse me, that was who I was referring to a few times there. And it looks like Travel will go to the box, and the University of Florida will go to a power play with 5 minutes remaining here in the first period. University of Florida's first power play unit here will look to consist of Mara, Kaczynski, Haber, Hinton, and looking at the last forward, number 90 here, it appears to be Brian Miller. So we'll see what this five can do and see if they can tie this game up back at one. Looks like, it's going to be a 5-on-3 scenario here as two Seminoles are thrown in the box. So this is a huge full 2 minutes of 5-on-3. Gators with it, shot from the point. Goes to the corner. Puck, weighted, given back up to Hinton. Hinton walks, waits, walks, shoots, scores. An absolute snipe from Logan Hinton. Great traffic in front. Doesn't look like Gads saw it at all. Finds nothing but twine in. 16 seconds into a 5-on-3. The Gators tie the game. And they'll have a full another minute 44 of power play time. As it looks like number 7 for the for Seminoles, Hester, will stay in the box. And we'll see what the Gators can do in a 5-on-4 scenario. Looks like this unit will pretty much stay intact for the Gators. See if the penalty killing unit did not look like it changed too much either for the Seminoles. And the refs are talking a bit about what they're going to look to do here with this penalty situation. It looks like they're swapping bodies. Hester going to the bench and Travel going back to the box. Refs discussing which player gets out first. It appears that they had gotten it wrong originally. The Florida State coach having a word with them. And we'll drop the puck here with 4:53 remaining. Tied at 1. Kaczynski gives it to Hinton, the goal scorer. Back to Kaczynski. Try looks for Miller. Evades off his stick. And Robbins clears it down. Excuse me, that's Nick Rupp, number 56. Nick Rupp. Kaczynski with it behind his own net. Gives it up to one of his forwards there. An attempted dump in. Fails. Puck given to Kaczynski. He walks in. He's on all kinds of time. And a save made by Gads with the right pillow. Puck chipped down to Kaczynski. Kaczynski waits. Tries to get away from some pressure. Pass down low. Given up to Hinton. Back to Kaczynski. Gives it down low again. Centering try failed. And Beal looking to clear it and will come down one-on-one, short-handed. Through Kaczynski, and a great play by Murve to clear the puck away. Nice try there. 45 seconds remaining on the University of Florida's power play. As Coletta forechecks for Florida State. Pass in and out of the skates of Haber, but he'll come up 3-on-2. Haber looks to walk in. Goes to the corner. Pressured by Martin. Puck goes around to number 32, Mara. Mara has it. Mara gets it back from his D-man. Mara waits. Throws it down low. Switches places. Puck up to the point. Broski with it. Attempted try is fanned on. And it looks like number 6 for Florida State will clear. And with 5 seconds left on the power play, that looks to do it as Travel will come out of the box. And the Seminoles will survive, having only given up 1 goal on that 5-on-3 chance for 2 minutes. 3:09 remaining in the period. Sees a face-off back in the University of Florida end after the puck went into the bench. Nicholson will look to take the face-off, opposed by Kennefic from Florida State. And Florida State wins it. Try on net is blocked before it can get to Merve. Paul with it down low. Paul waits, throws it looking for Kennefic. Waits, dodges a few forwards, gives it over to number 5. Tees into it, goes way high, not even close. Kennefic looks to play some puck along the half walls. A delayed penalty coming up. Not sure who it's on. Looks to be on the University of Florida. Kennefic with it. Waits. Decides to throw it on net, blocked in front, and the University of Florida will touch up. And we'll see a power play for the Seminoles. With 2:34 left, we'll see if they can break this tie and respond to the power play goal from the University of Florida. Looks to be number 8 for UF, Ryan Williams, who will be sent to the sin bin. And Hinton loses the draw as it goes back to travel for Florida State. Given to Robbins. Back to Travel. Travel tees it, but it kind of sails on net a little wonky, and it's covered up by Murve. Bit of a golf wedge pitch there. And with 11 seconds ticked off of the penalty, we'll have a face-off pretty much in the same spot we started. And Hinton will look to redeem himself, and he does. Gators with it behind their own net, pressured by Bila. This is number 42 with it. Cutliano for the Gators. 1-on-2 battle with 2 Seminoles. Kennefic throwing his weight around. Bila comes in to try to get it. Great play and receiving some support from the bench for number 42 there. Cutliano for doing what he can. Murve swats the puck away. Puck dropped off for Bila. Bila waits a little bit more, decides to take a shot, and a tip try goes just wide. As Cotliano will chip it out, and a nice move there by number 3 for UF. Almost gets the puck in, but Hinton has no success, and he'll swing it back in. Just killing precious time halfway through the penalty kill. Seminoles come up. Travel gives it to Robbins. Robbins crosses the red line, then the blue line. And it looks like we had a little bit of trouble with the video, but it looks like we should be all right. And we have a stoppage of play. And with 1:18 left, we're trying to see if we can regain signal here. Okay, looks like another penalty on the University of Florida. It looks like it was an interference call from the signal from the refs. It looks like it was a holding call. Well, it looks like they were coincidental minors. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. And some of the fans supporting Florida State letting their displeasure be known at the second call. But we'll skate 4-on-3 here for another 44 seconds. And again, looks like a decent Florida State crowd here, not happy with the outcome. But with 78 seconds remaining in the period, we'll see what can happen here in this 4-on-3 scenario. It's 5-on-4 scenario. I guess they decided to take them off the board. Kennefic battling down by the Zamboni doors. Gives it to Coletta. Coletta circles behind Murve. Coletta comes out, waits, walks. Centering try blocked in front. And number 12 sails it down for University of Florida, that being Harrison Haber. Rupp will come back to claim it. Rupp gives it to Martin. Gives it back to Rupp, but he'd already moved up the ice, so he had to go back to reclaim it. Puck in and out of the skates of and after a bit of some confusion there from Florida State on their own breakout, Reese accidentally touches the puck with a high stick and will send it all the way back down with 40 seconds left in the period and 6 seconds left on the UF penalty. They'll see us go back to 5-on-5 even strength. Mara looks to win the draw, and he does. Shot by number 88 does not miss by much. Broski almost sneaking the top corner there. Martin throws his weight around. Reese with it. Gives the puck up. The Gators gain it, and they lose it just like that. But then they gain it back again. Morrow with it. Centers it in front. Looking for number 90 there. That was Miller, but no luck. And UF gives it up, or UF turns it over. Just like that, Kennefic comes out with it 1-on-2. Trying to get around his man, and he does. And centering try. Huge save by Murve. And he just barely got that. Kennefic looking to redeem the opportunity, and just like that will come out. And it was almost a 2-on-1 at the period. Did not end. A little bit of thrilling action to end the period. 1 apiece. Overall, kind of a chippy period. Inconsistent. A lot of choppiness going on. We'll see how both teams respond in the second period. Each scoring on a good opportunity. UF capitalizing on the power play to counter Florida State's first strike. We'll see how the remaining 40 goes. We'll have a 15-minute intermission to cut the ice, and we'll be back to you here on YouTube shortly. And, oop. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you.
Okay, all right. And welcome back. We're here for the start of the second period. We'll begin momentarily, but I have a defenseman for Embry-Riddle, Ryan Knapp, with me, and we're going to just kind of go over a little bit of last night. So, Ryan, thank you for joining me here for this game. And
thank you for having me.
No problem. Tell me a little bit about how you felt about last night's 6-1 win against Florida State.
We came out a little early, and we kind of started playing the same pace as Florida State. Other than that, I mean, it was a good win for the boys. Good, we got pucks deep, got shots on net. Boys played pretty well. They really picked it up towards the second and the third. First, we played a little sloppy, and I think it kind of reflected, but we just kept putting shots on, and they just got in the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Embry-Riddle's speed, and from my personal opinion, watching really was on display there. How was Coach Joyce feeling in between periods? I mean, you guys kind of went up early and kind of just held on to it, never let go. What was the message on the bench, when you had that large lead to make sure?
Yeah, something we just kind of kept telling ourselves was to just keep the energy going, don't get complacent, continue to get shots on net, kind of just continue that team mentality of just, being able to, get passes clear, making sure pucks were on net, and still, ultimately just doing the job we need to do and playing our game and not, lowering ourselves anything other than that.
Absolutely, and you got two more big games this weekend. The win last night brings you guys back up to 500, 4-4, 0-1, so you guys got to be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, it's nice. You always want to have a good record, and so, I mean, especially compared to last season. Last season, we struggled a little bit, but over the offseason, we definitely picked up some depth, and I think it showed last night. First time being FSU. I mean, we also beat Florida Gulf Coast this year and USF and UCF. So I think it's definitely showed in the scoreboard in the games we played so far, and I think we're in a good spot for where we want to be. And I'm excited to see what we can do tonight.
Absolutely, and also another big fact, picking up the first win for Max Minervini for the year after his fourth attempt, and it wasn't any fault of his own. He had worked very hard all year, played and done his job. It was very rewarding to see the team go out there and do it for him.
Yeah, Max definitely deserved that win last night. He stood on his head. There was a couple opportunities where, FSU had chances to put the puck in the back of the net, make the score a little scary for us. But Max held his ground, played relatively solid, and overall he looked really good last night, and happy for him to finally get that first one.
Absolutely, and as UF takes the ice here for the second period, just a reminder that at 8:30 tonight we will be here for the second game of the second day at the Battle of the Beach, where Embry-Riddle will take on University of Alabama Huntsville. And that should be pretty exciting. But for now, we have 40 minutes of hockey left in the Battle of Florida here as Florida State comes out. Bit of a Knapp will be joining me here for color for the rest of the game, or at least for a little while.
Yeah.
Florida State came out kind of strong. They were a bit of a shot disparity, and they came out early, but took two big penalties, and on a 2-minute-long 5-on-3 caved to a nice shot from number 3 for the University of Florida, Logan Hinton, doing a great job walking in for the point. So we'll see how both teams come out here in this second period. As I had mentioned before, a bit of choppy play on both ends. No one really establishing concrete possession time. And we'll see if anybody can bust through here. And this is FSU's first weekend of ACHA hockey. The University of Florida, I believe, has played a few games. That
last night they came in 1-2 in ACHA competition. They're also 1-2 in SEC HC competition as well. Same thing goes for, of course, their opponent last night, at the University of Alabama Huntsville. Came in 0-4 in SEHC competition as well as ACHA competition, and unfortunately dropped that game last night.
And you have to figure they're going to come out hungry against the Eagles tonight because they don't want to leave this weekend 0-3, and a loss tonight will put them in a very good position to do that, so they definitely want to avoid that. And as both teams go to their benches and talk to their coaches briefly, we'll have puck drop in just a few moments. With this 4-man line system, which is used for SECHC competition only. It's a bit different from the typical 3-man system that we're used to seeing in ACHA and SCHC competition. This is an SECHC rule. So that should be interesting as both teams come out here and get underway. Looks to see number 90 for the University of Florida had some good possession here. That was
Brian Miller.
Brian Miller. Thank you for the correction there. Trying to work through the names.
Brian's a longtime friend of mine. We went to school together growing up. We're both from Fort Myers, relatively good buddies throughout most of our hockey career.
Well,
Never really had the opportunity to really play each other until we got to college, but it's always good to see him.
So you'll be seeing him tomorrow when Embry-Riddle takes on the University of Florida in the final day. As we're underway here, and a bit of a whistle looks to be an offsides, just 9 seconds into the second period here. And we'll have a face-off not too far from where we started just a few seconds before. FSU looks to win it forward but forgets the puck. Miller chips the puck in behind the net of Gads. FSU with it, a bit of pressure. UF regains possession. Cherlimis looks to chip it out but failed. Nice move, bodied there by number 5 from Florida State, and that looks to be Bryant Robbins. UF regains at the line. Comes back in on a 3-on-2 move. Nifty move there made by number 3. And Kennefic comes back in an attempt to play some defense. Puck up to the point. Chip down low. Battle along the half wall. And Florida State comes out with it. Or maybe I spoke too soon as Kennefic reclaims it. Looks to make a pass up. Finds a teammate in number 10, Paul. And Paul looks to put it on net but sails just wide of Murray. Hinton with the puck. Has a lot of room to work with. Looks to make another move, but the defenseman's not fooled twice on that. But Hinton gets it back and attempts to wheel it down low. Looking for a teammate. Number 91 has it. That is Belanger. Belanger loses it, and Florida State comes out. Seminoles have a few options, and it's given up to Bila. Comes in on a one-on-one with another player streaking. Centering try, and a huge stop made by Murve. Puck down low behind the net. Coletta with it. Coletta looks to drop it back down low. Bila will go in for it. He'll peel off, but the puck's given back to him anyway. Misses his feet, and Mara has it. Mara gives it back to his defenseman. Bodied hard. And a 2-on-2 battle. Not exactly sure where the puck is, but Miller ends up with it. Puck goes up to the point. Teed shot. Huge save by Murray. Kicks it right out, and Robbins will throw. Not Robbins there on the back end. Rupp will throw it back down low. And Murray centers the puck out. An attempted pass by the Florida State. Nice move made by Miller. He's got room and space. And a huge stick check made by the Florida State defender there. And it'll slow the puck down to a crawl. And Gads will decide that's enough and freeze it with 17:41 remaining in the second period. A little bit more of sustained pressure from both teams in this period, not as much choppiness. Typically you could kind of fault that to the ice here at Daytona Ice Arena, but not this time. And the teams are settling into a bit more of a contained style of play. Florida State wins it. Kozinski shot on goal, stopped by Gads. Huge rebound, shot blocked in front. It almost goes in off of travel, but he'll swat it to the corner. Robbins fights for it. Pressured by number 32. And Benjamin's giving it to Kozinski. He'll tee it on net, and it goes just wide. Rung down low by the Zamboni doors. Battle ensues, comes up to the point. Attempted shot, trapped by Gads, and we'll have a whistle. Credit to Florida State here on getting some sustained pressure, using their defenseman as an option and trying to crash the net, but Gads doing a good job either holding on to the puck or putting it in the position where his defenseman can clear it for him. Parker Morrow with it, with the draw. Tasked with winning it, wins it forward, looks to shoot, centering try, almost goes in. A ring attempt also fails. Puck up the half wall, down low for Mara. Mara looks, waits, tries to get to the point. After a lot of confusion, not sure where it is. And a huge save made by Gads. Seemingly out of position there, scrambling for the rebound, and he manages to trap that when all that was left was his glove. And the UF forward has to be looking skyward on that. Looked to be Mara or Nicholson on that one. And you got to figure that's a missed opportunity to break the tie. Mara looks to win it forward again, goes back to the point. Kozinski with a lot of time, and the shot blocked in front that appeared to be by travel. Robbins with it, tries to ring it around to no luck. Cherlemis doesn't get it. Back to the point to Kozinski for UF. Saucers it down low, but Travel gets it first. Kennefic with it. Waits. Tries to hit Cherlemis, and he does so. 2-on-2 coming in now. Paul looks to try to get it on that, and it was blocked in front. But Kennefic gets it back. Kennefic chips it to his D-man. Paul, miscommunication there, and the puck doesn't go back to him. Kennefic looks to step up into his man. The puck's moved down into the Seminole end. Shot on goal, somehow makes it there, stopped by Gads. Paul pulls up, almost gives it up, but decides to give it right to the point. Shot broke up by Kennefic, but it'll come back in. Another shot at Trent. Misses everybody high. And we'll have a face-off. It would appear to be in the Florida State end with 15:50 remaining in the second period. Florida State with it. Rung around. Coletta slams up the boards, but doesn't quite make it out. Soccered off the skate of number 80 for Florida State and into the quarter. That was Musum. Coletta with it. Banks it. Looks for Biela. And Biela will come up with it. Breaks his own blue line. Miscommunication with his own forward. The puck comes back. Biela misses it with the glove. Misses it again with the stick. And it's chipped back in by number 3, Logan Hinton for UF. Haber with it down low. Fights for it again by the Zamboni doors. Pulls out. Huge chance. Saved by Gads. Looking behind him there. Shot was off the stick of Brian Miller. Big chance there. And a big stop by Gads, although he wasn't sure where it was in his paraphernalia. But it was there. And we'll have a face-off to his left. Hinton loses the draw. But UF regains possession. This is Haber with it. Takes a big body. And Beal looks to lose it, loses an edge. Somehow keeps the puck and keeps moving. Evades off the forecheck of 2, but not 3. And we're coming on a break here as number 12, Haber, walks in, shoots. Goes over the head of Gads. And Beal will come out with it. Hits the skate of the linesman. Coletta will look to regain the change and throw it back in behind the net of Mirve. Mirve stops the puck. And this looks to be Williams who makes a play up to Haber, or excuse me, Hinton. Move full some, but not all. As Powell kicks it back and it ends up back in the UF zone. Powell picks off another pass, but he gives it right back up to Williams, and Williams will throw it into the corner to the left of Gads. Puck given up on a good forecheck from UF. Back to the point. It's number 42, Cotliano. Looks to put the puck on net. Rebound is blocked. And come up on a 3-on-2. A pass hops right over the stick of Reese. And we'll have an icing here on a really good play. You have to figure the FSU forward there should have looked to put his head up and put that pass on his tape a second or two beforehand. Or it could have been a breakaway. And with 14:03, we'll have a face-off to the right of Gads. Nuravi will look to win this back for the University of Florida, and he does. Shot from the point, blocked in front. A lot of shot blocking going on for FSU, really doing a big job of doing that. Not afraid to lay the body out, and this was evident last night in the game against Embry-Riddle too. Puck ringed around. Broski attempts to stop it and does. Throw down low to Owen. Give him back up to Florida State. Puck goes up to the point and just thrown across the ice. Doesn't have the legs for an icing. Puck given to Broski. And gives it back to number 42, and they lose his possession there. Battle along the half wall. That goes back to Martin. Martin waits. Almost loses it there, but somehow ends up making a move out of that. Puck chipped back in. And the puck sailed into the netting by Cotliano with 13:09, and we'll have a face-off back in the UF zone. Face-off, one back to Cotliano. Battled for it. Giving it up to number 18. And he'll storm up the ice here. And a bit of a big hit there at the end of that, little late, and a little bit of pushing and shoving, some extracurricular activity. The refs will look to break that up pretty quickly after the offsides. Again, not actually sure if this shot count is accurate on the board here, but it says 12-6 in favor of UF, but it doesn't seem like that's the actual case here. Kozinski walks in alone, pressured hard. Centering try goes just wide of Gads. Puck thrown back down low, and friendly fire as Kozinski collides with his own man. This could be a break for Florida State as they come up. Big opportunity, and a huge save by Mirvay as he steers it to the corner calmly. Martin with it, tees it, blocked. They manage to get the puck out. Big speed from Nicholson as he looks to stay on side to allow Belanger to come in. The puck goes on Gads, and he'll chip it up to Teralemis, who loses it. Given back down low by the Gators. Look to be Nicholson, pressured hard there. Puck goes up the wall as FSU survives and comes out. Paul in, 2-on-1 with Kennefic, and he'll come in, try to make a move back, but it's broken up by UF, and the Gators will look to chip the puck out, and Truhl isn't able to corral it in time. Pass broken up there, but Martin will reclaim it, and another pass broken up. Let us stick of Belanger, and he'll walk in with one of his men. After a bit of confusion there, the puck is backhanded into the netting in front of Gads. And we'll have another face-off. Bit of a panicky play there made by the Florida State defender. After a lot of confusion in front, never really sure who's going to have the puck for longer than a second or two in this game, as it is absolutely constantly changing possession at any moment. 11:45 remaining here in the second period, as it looks to be Hinton against Kennefic here at the circle. And Hinton wins it. Shot fanned on by the Gator player, but he'll get a second chance at it. Blocked in front, and it goes wide by the Zamboni doors and up the half wall. Sent back down low by Hinton. Travel has it. Looks for Kennefic, doesn't get it. Takes a wonky bounce off the boards. Coletta looks for Kennefic, and he'll have it. Coletta streaking up the wall with him. Excuse me, that's Biela. Centering try goes just wide, and Mirvay takes some contact. No call on it. Coletta down low. Gives it to Bela. Bela facing some pressure. Almost makes it a pass to Travel, but he'll take his spot. Sauces it over to Robbins. Robbins facing some pressure from Haber. Haber gives it out to Miller. 2-on-2, and so Robbins reclaims it. Pass. Looks for Hinton, and it's sent back in to the left of Mirvay. Excuse me, the right of Mirvay. Rimmed around. A clearing attempt fails. Florida State reclaims it until Powell has it. Stops up. Faces the body from Hinton. Robbins keeps it in. Down low. Possession's turned over to UF, and so it's turned over again. Body applied by Dima. FSU had it until they lost it in their skates, until it was given right back to them. And finally a shot sailed on net. And Mirvay catches that very carefully, and we have a whistle. Possession changing every 2 to 3 seconds here, folks. Very hard to keep up with the amount of times it's changing hands. .10:25 remaining in the period. We'll see what can happen here on this draw. Gators with it. Backhand into the corner for Broski. Broski battling Powell. Broski comes out with it. Passes it to a deep partner. Broken up. Centering try blocked by Mirvay. Great play by the goaltender to read that. And UF comes up on a 3-on-2 until the pass to Belanger goes awry. And if Florida State will clear it. And on the attempted play by Cotliano, there's no icing. Bank pass up. Looking for number 32 for the University of Florida. They come in the zone. Shot attempt goes just wide. Gads might have gotten a piece of that, folks. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. A lot of shot blocking on the Florida State part. So you can never tell if these pucks make it in or not. Pass intended for Cotliano goes way out of the zone, so he'll claim it back and throw it down low. Rims around behind Gads. Robbins tries to get it, leaves it behind. Gators use it as an opportunity to get possession. Looks to be Nicholson out there with his center, Mara. Centering try fails. Not sure where the puck is. 2-on-2 battle. Mara has it. Centering right in the slot. And the shot goes just wide as Robbins has no stick. Tries to kick it with his feet, but it doesn't work. Contliano has it. Tries to walk in. Huge chance. And the shot sails just wide on a massive opportunity. Powell looked to get the puck out, but it has the legs for an icing. And the Seminoles will be stuck on the ice after a long shift in their own end. 8:57 remaining here in the second. We'll see what the Gators can do on this offensive draw. Face off, one forward by Hinton, but he's steered to the boards. He's fighting for it down low. Center try two, Hinton doesn't make it. And a shot from Miller sails just wide. Hinton reclaims it. In the office, UF has it. Hinton's shot is fanned on. Powell looks to chip it out. And Kozinski will have to look to get it back. Throw it back in down low. Travel has it behind the Florida State goal. Looks for Robbins, but it doesn't make it to him. Hinton has it. Checked hard by Robbins. A 2-on-2 battle. Robbins has it until it's given to Hester. Hester battling for it. Robbins throws a shove. Nothing happens. Robbins throws another shove. Drops his stick. Powell looks to get out here, but he can't quite get off the ice. These Florida State players have to be tired. Travel trying to get it out. Forechecked hard. Miller blocks the attempted clear. Thrown back down low. Robbins will look to get it. He does. Pressured by Hinton. Clearing attempt blocked. Puck goes to the point, but the Gators keep it in. Walks, waits, has some time. Looking for number 90, and he gets it to him. That's the stick of Miller, excuse me. Puck makes it to the point. Kozinski has it. Bank down low to Hinton. Tries to give it to Miller, but it goes just wide, and the Gators manage to keep it in on a great play. And Haber will have it. Brings it down low, looking, centering in front, but Powell will get it, and these guys have to be tired. And the puck stays in. Again, Miller with it. Given to Hinton. Saved by Gads. Thrown on net again by Miller. And finally, the Seminoles get out. And they make a huge change, and they're looking to capitalize. But Robbins is still on the ice. And not all the Florida State players came on the ice in time, so it's a 5-on-4 for a second until it's blocked. Kennefic leaves the puck up. Kennefic has it, wheels back. You got to think Robbins has got to try to get off the ice. He has to be absolutely gassed. And Kennefic uses his speed to come up, and it looks like he'll be able to get off the ice. Trelemis has it. Shot on goal. Just goes wide. Nicholson with it. Hit hard. Rimmed around the boards. Pressure from Paul. Paul gets it. Throws it on net. And Mirave will calmly cover that non-threatening shot with 6:33 remaining here in the second period. Not a lot in terms of great scoring chances this period, aside from a couple of solid saves from Gads. Mirave certainly hasn't been tested too much this period. And finally, Robbins can get off the ice. Kennefic will look to win this back and is unsuccessful. And the Gators clear it. Pressure from Nicholson. Falls down in an attempted forecheck, and the Seminoles come up with it until the Gators steal it right back. Nice move from Mara. Mara walks in, down low, loses an edge but reclaims it. Rims around the net, gives it to his D-man. Attempted shot on net, goes on that huge rebound. Shot blocked by Trelemis. Big block there, as that was a big rebound from Gads. Back by the Zam wall. Centering try to Mara, and a big save in front, blocked in front. Kennefic goes to get it. Mara hot on his tail, finishes the hit. Pass D to D. Look to be thrown on net. And after a bit of a confusion play there, a centering try is tapped in on an empty cage, beating Gads. I'm not sure who that was. Looked to be number 91, Belanger, that might have gotten that. He's leading the line. Not exactly sure if that's who got it. But that's who we're going to go with, folks. So not exactly, couldn't see that there. Sometimes these plays can get a bit confusing to follow. And UF breaks the ice. Coming back from a 1-0 lead, 1-0 loss, or I just stopped talking here. Florida State will look to dump it in. And UF comes out with it. And soccered once, twice, and it comes in. 2-on-2 opportunity. Huge pass to Hinton. Goes just wide. That was a big play there. Good forecheck there. And Florida State will have their opportunity. Centering try. Looked like it hit the bar and went out. Not exactly sure what happened there, but that was quite close. Biela with it. Gives up possession, or he pokes it to the corner. Looking for somebody, but Hinton gets there first. Not the man he wanted to see. Martin throws it back into the corner, and Coletto will forecheck for the Seminoles. Bank pass to Cotliano. Gives it back to his D partner in Broski. Broski survives the forecheck. Looks to make a play, but Biela looked to have something to say about that, but the Gators come out. This is Cotliano. Walks in, gives it to Broski. Broski looking for a Gator, doesn't find him. But a deflected pass, but goes to Haber. Shot on goal, goes to the corner. Seminoles attempt to clear. That looked like it hit the netting, but it stays in play. Kozinski keeps the puck in. Glove down by Miller. Given down low. Kozinski into the slot. Shot blocked by Gads. Rebound hops over the stick of Haber. Rimmed around. Biela has it. Down to the Zam wall. Banks it up the half wall. Blocked. Centering try. Into the glove of Gads. And with 4:08 remaining, one of the Florida State players is pushed down on the play, but nothing out of the ordinary on that. Parker Morrow will look to win this back for the University of Florida. And he does so. 1T has failed, and a 2-on-1 developing. 2-on-2, great job to get back there by the Florida State forward. And a heavy slapper there from Kennefic is swallowed up easily by Mirave. Not a lot to going on with that. No screen in front, not a difficult save to make. 3:58 remaining here in the second period. Kennefic will look to win this back from Mara. Kennefic wins it. Shot on goal is blocked. Rebound given to the Seminoles, and a slap at it by Terlemis doesn't work. Centering try fails. And Nicholson has it. Gives it to his D-man and Kozinski. Banks it up. Goes too far to Martin. Martin looks to get it to Rupp. Puck goes in, or I say it should have, but Paul's battling for it along the half wall in front of his bench. Kozinski has it. Chips it over, looking for Nicholson. Swatted back. Kennefic will throw it in. Takes the hit, and Terlemis will go in for it, but Kozinski gets in there first. Bodied hard, stolen by Terlemis. Kennefic looks to come in, but the puck is chipped around him, and Nicholson emerges with it. 3-on-2 developing here. Morrow streaking in as well. Given to number 91. Shot blocked in front. Where's the puck? It's banked out, and Powell has a chance, but he's bodied hard by number 8, and that's Ryan Williams. Puck dropped in. Glove down by number 34, Dima. Mara looks to bank it up. Stopped. Travel has it. Tries to chip it in. But Williams has it. Gives it to his D partner in Dima. Dima waits. Gives it back to Williams. Gives it up to Mara. Mara's pass across. Looking for Belanger. Gets to him. But not before it's called offsides. 2:39 remaining here in the second period of this second day of the Battle of the Beach. That sees Florida State playing UF first, Embry-Riddle and the University of Alabama Huntsville second, and the Embry-Riddle alumni game third at 11:30 tonight. That should be a fun sight to see players from all across the 22-year history of the team playing. And once again, we have an offsides here by the University of Florida. Trying to catch the referee sleeping here, but they're getting paid to stay wide awake on those calls. We'll try it again here with Hinton looking to win it back from Reese. Hinton wins it. Dima gives it to Williams. Gives it to Hinton. Hinton chips it in. Takes a heavy hit from Coletta and Bila. Robbins banks it to Travel. Travel misses it. Big chance here. Shot saved by Gads on a huge cough up there by Travel. Williams with the puck. Dumps it in back behind of Gads. Robbins stops up. Evades the forechecking of Haber. Robbins gets it up to Coletta. Stapled to the boards after that play, but a good play nonetheless. Huge backhand and a big hit. As it looks like number 52 for Florida State, that was Reese, was going to go down, but instead he sends Williams down. Williams gets the puck back. Banks it off the wall. Bila has it. Circles. Gives it to Travel. Looks to hit Coletta. It's a little bit behind him. And it looks like as he almost wins the race. That was quite close, I'd have to say. Give Coletta a lot of credit there for almost beating Williams to the puck, but close but no cigar there. And 1:35 left in the period. We'll have a face-off in the FSU zone on an icing. This line and these D have been out here for a while, so we'll see if they can hopefully chip the puck out. Puck one back, goes to the point. Big punishment taken by Broski on that one. Pass goes around to Mara. Mara gives it up to Broski. Broski gives it back. Mara lets it go. Down low to Belanger. Looks to give it to Mara. Mara waits. Tries to center it. Looking for 42, and that was Cotliano, excuse me. But no luck. Cotliano gets it. Rings it down low for Belanger. Belanger waits. Waits, pressured by Travel. And these Florida State players have to be tired. Mara has it. Receiving a little bit of pressure. Spins off of it. Spins himself into the slot. Pressured hard. And a huge try. Goes off the glove and just behind the net. Robbins, a little ditsy doodle behind the net. It works until it doesn't, and he gives up the puck. Battling for it. Florida State has it. Centering try blocked away as Nicholson looks to fight for it. Big pinch. And that's a little bit of head contact on that hit there, and it looks like Broski will go to the box. 2 minutes in the sin bin for that hit to the, we might see if that was elbowing or not. Looks to be some interference. Excuse me, folks. That's why I'm not a referee. And with 32.7 seconds remaining in the second period, we'll see Florida State go to the power play. See if they can tie this game before the end of the end of the period. Hinton will have something to say about that as he opposes Reese on the faceoff. Reese wins it back. Kennefic on the point as the fourth forward. Waits. Passes it down to Reese. Giving in the slot to Bila. Nothing happening there, and Hinton will sail it down. 20 seconds remaining here in the period. Time for one more rush as Kennefic goes to get the puck back. Reese comes in with it. Loses the puck at the line. Hinton with a nice nifty move, and he'll not look to get too much done as the puck goes back to the FSU zone, and we end the period 2-1 in favor of the University of Florida. Shots 18-10 according to the board, but folks, I wouldn't really trust that too much in my opinion. And we'll have an ice cut here and come out for the last 20, and we'll join you back here for that coverage momentarily on YouTube. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final 20 minutes of the first game of the second day of the Battle of the Beach here between Florida State and the University of Florida. After 40 minutes, we have the University of Florida up 2-1, having scored a relatively late goal. Second period was a bit more in control. Both teams kind of had some more sustained pressure. Shots still reading 18-10 on the board. It looked to be a bit more inaccurate. It looked to be a little bit higher for both teams from what I saw. UF looking to come out and finish this 20 strong and come out 2-0 on the weekend, while FSU looks to come back and try to get their first win of the tournament. Following this, we'll have a bit of a gap before an 8:30 start for Embry-Riddle versus University of Alabama Huntsville. And then join us tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., bright and early, for Florida State versus Alabama Huntsville, and then a noon start for Embry-Riddle at the University of Florida. Gators come out having to kill a minute 28 on a penalty taken last period. Let's see how they do. So far, the first 32 seconds of the period of the penalty kill have been all right. As it's number 88, Chris Broski, who is back in the sin bin for the start of period 3. Hinton will look to carry on the success he had penalty killing at the end of last period now. And it looks like Dima and Kozinski will be the defensive pairing for the penalty kill for the Gators. Kennefic with it in his own end. Gives it up to Travel. Kind of a light pass there. Hops off of Kennefic's stick. Chips it up to Rupp. And after a bit of unsuccessful passing, the Gators send it back down. And Florida State looks to recover here. Pass made up to Travel. Looking to dump it in for Beal, but nothing happening there. And a slammed puck by Kozinski goes into the penalty box, I think, but out of play over by the benches, and we'll have a face-off inside the UF zone with 56 seconds left on their penalty. Hinton wins it back. Kozinski has it, kind of loses it behind the net. He's bodied hard by Biela. Biela pressuring him, but Kozinski's able to wheel it out and around, and Kennefic reclaims it just north of his blue line. Gives it to Travel. Pass broken up. Hinton has it. And a great play by Travel to break it up, but UF retains it, and an attempted shot on goal is stopped by Gads. Biela with it. Comes up. Gains the blue line. Looks to establish some pressure. Going behind the net. Losing it. Centering attempt blocked by the combined power of Dima and Kozinski. Kozinski has it. Gives it to Miller, who sails it all the way down. Gads comes out, plays it to Travel, off of his stick. Shot right back down again. And this time there'll be a little bit of forecheck pressure. Gads will throw it around. Great play, but lost again by Trelinsky. Or Trelemis, excuse me. Paul loses it in his feet. Decides to reverse it. Back to 5-on-5 strength here, if I haven't mentioned that yet, folks. Deflected shot. And a close call there on a redirection, stopped by Travel and swatted away as there was a wide open net as Gads had already committed. The puck moving to his left. Shot attempt by Nicholson fails. Nice move by number 52 there. That was Reese, but he loses the puck, and UF regains it. Battle along the wall. Comes down, looking for the centering try. It's failed, and swatted down the ice by Travel. Or Truel, excuse me. I've been saying Travel for a little while. Truel. It's Bradley Truel, who ices the puck for Florida State with 17:53 remaining in the period. And we'll have a face-off back in the Seminole zone to the left of Gads. Hinton back on the ice trying to score a goal on 5-on-5 this time instead of trying to kill a penalty. The Seminoles send the puck all the way down again, and they'll ice it again. Faceoff goes right back in the Seminole zone as they're looking to make a change here, and they're unsuccessful. Looks like this is a lot of the same group who's been out here since the start of the period, so that's 2 minutes and 17 seconds of play already that this line has been stuck out here. And again, they're back in their own end. Kennefic tries to win the puck behind his own net. Truel comes in to lay the body. His puck sails over the head of Gads. Clearing attempt blocked by Williams. It stays in the zone. And hot on, it's Haber. Haber battling for it along the wall. Has Miller for support. Miller tries to get it. Haber has it. Comes out. Looks to make a play. Shot. Saved by Gads. And it goes to the corner. Hinton with it. Backhands it down low into the netting. And we have a stoppage in play. And FSU is able to make a desperately needed change with 7:14 remaining in the period. The ice right in front of Mirave is pretty intact, it looks like. Really not much has happened in that end at all. UF wins the puck back, and their numberless defenseman comes to play it. The practice jersey player sauces it over to number 23. And entry to the zone is gained, and number 18, Haber has it. Haber bodied pretty hard there by Robbins. Centering try, saved by Gads. That was off the stick of number 23, Brian Owen. Great try in front and better save by Gads. Puck comes up to the point. Kaczynski has it. Shot on goal. Trapped with no rebound by Gads. Face off here with 16:42 remaining in the period. Nirvea looked to win the face-off back for University of Florida. Loses it. It's run around looking for Bila. Bila loses it. Shot sails just wide of Gads. And Coletta comes in to lay the body there. And the Seminoles regain the puck behind their own net. Chipped up to Bila. In and out of his hand, between his feet. He comes up. 3-on-2 developing here. Nice move, doesn't evade Kaczynski. And the puck goes in behind the net. Bila tries to throw it down low. Gains some help from number 52, Reese. Puck comes up to the point. Blocked shot attempt. And a blocked clearing attempt there as Nirve tried to get the puck out. It looks like he'll have iced it in the attempt. And the Gators will have to stay on the ice and come back down into their own end for a face-off with 15:59 remaining here in the third period. Puck rolled all the way around, in and out of the stick of Owen. Puck goes to the corner. Bila has it. Up the half wall, up the boards, and rimmed back down low. Puck swatted at by Coletta, but is deemed a high stick. And we'll take it out to the neutral zone as UF will get to make a desperately needed change. Refs might have been thinking that was going to go all the way down, but only out to center ice. The draw goes as Reese looks to win it back from Hinton. Reese loses the draw, and Broski has it. And pass misses everybody. It looks like it might be another icing, but no icing. It's waved off. Good effort there from Haber to beat it out. A bit of battling up the wall. Looks to be Reese. Tries to make a play. Stopped by Haber. Haberwaits has Hinton in front of the net. Centering try almost works, and the Seminoles survive. That was a close one. Newsom tries to get the puck out, and goes all the way to Broski at the UF blue line. Takes a heavy hit, and Kennefic comes in offside, unfortunately, for him. And again, we'll have another face-off out at neutral ice. Battling for it. And again, looks like it's offside. And we'll do it right again, folks, with 15:02 remaining here in the third period of this first game of the day. Kennefic will look to win it back, or win it forward, I should say. But he leaves the puck behind. And Haber will come to bring it in. Gets through the first defenseman in the corner. Centering try, kicked in front. It's kicked to the stick of Miller, who puts it on net and saved by Gads, and it goes out of play behind him. Hinton's offensive line stays out there, but the D are switched as Williams and Dima come out to the ice. Kennefic looks to backhand it out. And Terlemis looks to get it in. Goes around the net. Williams picks it up. Chips it up for UF, but it doesn't happen. And kind of a bit of a push there by Miller goes uncalled. Looked like that could have maybe been an interference call. Haber takes some punishment along the wall. And Hinton comes out with it. Makes a move. Gives it back to Haber. Big move. A lot of space and time. Centering try. Almost goes in off of the defensive effort by Travel to block at the pass. But it's swatted to the side. Down low. Travel dishes it up to Terlemis. Loses it in his own feet. Hinton puts it through his feet again. Hinton evades another hit. Looks to chip it up. Instead, it's taken by Haber. Tried to be centered. But it looks like Robbins will try to get it out with no success. And another move made. Failed. Kennefic, that's a big hook right there. That was called pretty textbook there on Terlemis. And that looks to be number 90 for the University of Florida, Miller, who will go to the box for that hook. And the Seminoles will go to a 2-minute power play with 13:41 remaining in the period. Another attempt here for them to tie the game. We'll see what can be done. Kozinski has the puck. Gives it to his D partner. And Kotliana. Mara took a big hit there, excuse me. Bila has it. Chips it up and over the short glass. And we'll have a draw. In neutral ice again. 13-20. A bit of a chippy play here, kind of not really consistent. A lot of whistles here this period. The second period really flowed a lot better than the first, but this one feeling a lot more like the first period, where possession is not really consistent and is often turned over frequently. As Kennefic makes an errant pass that goes back as Travel has to regroup. Makes another pass that didn't quite make it to Bila, and Bila will turn back. Kind of try to reset with a 1:20 left on the power play. He'll assess his options as he goes behind Gad's net. Looking for number 52 there in Reese. And it doesn't quite make it. Looked like that might have went out into the bench and back into play. And we'll have another face-off. It looks to be in neutral ice again. I feel like I've been saying that a lot tonight, folks. It's definitely been a start and stop kind of period. Coletta wins it forward. Paul chips it in. He's got Terlemis streaky to the net. Paul goes behind, tries the center. Doesn't quite work. And it looks like they'll ice the puck. It goes on net. And Gads has to play it. Drop pass made to Paul. Paul backhands it looking for Terlemis. Broken up by the pinching Williams, and it goes into the bench of the Seminoles. 44 seconds remaining in the University of Florida penalty. That has really not seen much happen for the Seminoles. Really tried to be a big chance to come back and tie this game. But the penalty kill from the Gators has been strong. Hinton comes up. Terlemis with it. Saved by Murve. I feel like I haven't said that a lot lately. And a huge bomb from 56. Nick Rupp misses the net. And Rupp will come to take it back after the UF clear with 25 seconds remaining on the power play. Travel has it. Gives it to Coletta. Loses it in his feet. And a breakaway here for Haber as he comes in, shoots. Save by Gads. Big play there. Probably the best chance we've seen all period. Coletta streaks up with it. He's got Paul behind. Looks to try to give it to him, but it's broken up. Shot on net from a bad angle. Stopped by Murve. Hansen with it. Looks to try to clear. Kind of loses his stick in the angle of the boards here, but he gets it back. Coletta throws it back down low looking for Paul. Even strength, 5-on-5 play here. Dima with it, backhands it up, turns it over, goes to the point to Robbins. Robbins waits, pass gets blocked. Looks to try to make a nice pass, stretch pass to number 91. Turns up as he's all alone, that's Belanger. Belanger gives it to a streaking Mara, and he's taken down. No call on that. As Haber takes some pressure. Mara has it, takes a weird bounce off the stanchion. That still stays in for UF. Turnover as Belanger is pressuring. Belanger has it. Haber has it. Another centering try, blocked. Seminoles throw it around, but a pinch in by Broski keeps it in. Goes behind the net for Belanger. Paul looks to try to get it out. Attempted stop, hits a FSU player, and we stay inside the Florida State zone with 10:42 remaining in the third. Things picking up a little bit more right now. Not as much choppy play, I should say. And that was a big opportunity there by Haber. It was stopped by Gads. Mara out here, wins the face-off back. Given down low to Nicholson. Nicholson throws it around looking for Mara. Mara comes out, waits, tries to center it, failed. Fortuitously onto the stick of Nicholson. Loses the puck, comes out, misses the foot of Cotliano. The puck comes back in the UF zone, but it's quickly broken out again. Here comes Nicholson with a lot of speed, gives it to Mara. Nice move around, another nice move, still has the puck, but he loses it on the backhand, but it goes to Nicholson. Nicholson has it in the corner, gives it up to his D-man. Shot on net, redirected, stopped by Gads. Bilo with the puck. Comes up, gets past two players, can't get past the third as Kozinski chips it up. Nicholson with it, decides to turn back. UF has it, given to Mara. Mara waits, tries to backhand it in, but it doesn't quite work. And it's taken over there by number 5 for FSU. Rung around, big hit there by Haber. Mara throwing his weight around. Harris stripped of the puck. And Terlemis tries to get out but doesn't quite make it. And Haber goes in after it again. Finishes his man in the corner. Big hit from him. The puck is shot in. Takes a bounce, so it won't ice. Haber in with it. Given to Hinton in a weird kind of way. And a pinch there by the UF defenseman. Keeps the puck in. Given to Hinton. A little bit of a weird pass, not intended for him. Stopped by Kennefic, and a big hit as Kennefic fights it off, and there's a bit of belly aching going on about that, but the refs just kind of break that up with 9:03 remaining here in the third period. Shots 22-11. It's been a really low shot, low offensive game. Not much has really been happening. It's kind of hard to describe. Both teams have been pretty solid defensively in one way or another, and teams have not been capitalizing on their chances. Mara looks to win it back. He'll be fighting against Coletta. Mara wins. Given to Kozinski. Shots blocked by Paul. Goes into the netting. We'll do it all again. In the midst of that, folks, there was a Florida State penalty. Didn't even see exactly what that was, but University of Florida is now on the power play. Explains why Hinton is on the point as the fourth forward. Looking to try to seal this in a 3-1 with a 3-1 score. Given to Kozinski. Tees it. Nobody in front. Saved by Gads. Paul with it. Backhands it high. And looking for Coletta. And he'll forecheck as Kozinski turns around and tries to start the breakout. given to Miller, but it kind of goes through his feet, and True will touch up on the icing. .8:35 remaining in the period. 1:32 remaining in the penalty. Face off to the left of Murve. Coletta wins the draw back. Trial tries to keep it in and fails. 2-on-1 developing here, led by Haber. Haber walks in, waits, shoots, and it looks like that went high as it didn't appear that Gads got a piece of it. Given down low to Haber. Haber throws it in a tripped attempt at the net, but it's in vain as it goes all the way down. Kozinski gets the puck. Kind of fumbles with it, so he backhands it back from Mara. Takes a kick off the boards, so it's a little easier for him to pick up. A minute left. Mara almost loses in that zigzag attempt, but he keeps the puck. Storms the blue line, goes around his man, turns up, backhands it up to the point. Given to Hinton. Hinton waits, gives it to Mara, back to Hinton. Hinton shoots, misses high. Haber gives it up to Kozinski. Kozinski backhands it down to Haber. Haber shoots it, and it's blocked and it goes wide. And I'm just getting word that it's Kuczynski. Excuse me, folks. Sorry about that. Should be paying more attention to the comments here, but do my best to say Kuczynski, number 96 for the University of Florida on D here on the power play. And he'll get the puck. Waits. Kuczynski gives it to Hinton. Hinton takes it down low. And in the chaos, it looks like Haber has it. Haber gives it to Hinton. Hinton makes a nice move, waits, shoots, saved by Gads, but he wasn't exactly sure where it went. Haber with the puck from behind the net. Gives it to Hinton. An attempt back to Haber goes awry, but Haber gets it back. Comes out in front, and on a missed poke check, it's almost thrown through the legs of Gads, without giving to Miller. Shot hits the glass behind. It was blocked by a Florida State player as Kuczynski comes in. Bit of confusion in front, and a great save made by Gads. And now there'll be a bit of chaos in front of the net, folks, as Gads was not happy about that late punch. Pulls his man out, and a helmet is off, and it's a bit of a yard sale out here, folks. This is kind of the chippy play we were waiting to see between these major school rivals. 7:03 remaining in the period. 1 second remaining in the Florida State penalty, but I think that's going to change because it looks like some guys are going to the box. At least one Florida State player is going to the box. Looks like a Gator may not be far behind him, as it looks to be Mara. These might be offsetting. We're not exactly sure. Excuse me, that looks like to be two FSU players as Martin goes to the box. It looks like it would be 5-on-3 for only one if they win the draw. Gators should probably be looking to keep